Welcome back to this week's edition of Thank Goodness It's Solar. I'm Raul, your host with Cutler Bay Solar Solutions. And this week we want to speak about how to choose the right solar contractor. When you're looking to install solar panels in your home or your business, you want to make sure you partner up with the right contractor who's going to be able to walk you through from the design phase to the installation phase. And basically that takes knowledge, resources, and access to the right materials. And not every solar contractor has that. So let's talk about what should you look for, what questions to ask, and how can we guide you and help you choose the right installer. You can differentiate between companies into three different categories. I've always said that there's three different categories. There's the national installers that are just coming into Florida and learning about the Florida market. There's the sales companies. This is either social media or internet based or just companies who form to sell, and they have a fantastic sales team but no knowledge or understanding of how to do the installation or how to do the designs. And then you have your local solar companies, licensed and insured, that have their own installers and they can actually guide you through your process. And you're probably going to get approached by all three of these type of companies whenever you do a research or you look for solar. Why? Because your information goes out there on the internet, and then these companies buy those leads and then they approach you and try to sell you. So it's up to you as a consumer to inform yourself, to understand what you're looking for, but also to be able to ask the right questions so you can differentiate and you can negotiate with these companies at your level and your terms, not theirs. So let's talk about these national companies, because obviously a national company probably has a great reputation. They're probably fantastic in California and they're looking to expand. And what a lot of these companies do is that as they saturate a certain market or as the political climate in certain areas change, they simply jump into another state and they go in with a tremendous underground sales team. But unfortunately, their headquarters are still far away. Their installation teams are still far away. And you may or may not be able to get the proper support from these, call them name brand companies. So for example, Arizona had a tremendous solar market. And 3 years ago, the laws were changed, net metering was taken away, and all the companies that were in Arizona had to leave Arizona. So with their base of operations in Arizona, with their headquarters in Arizona, with their installation teams in Arizona, a lot of them came to Florida and decided to sell in Florida. But unfortunately, our laws, not only for installation, but our building codes are very different. And there's no way for a national company doing business out of Arizona, California, Texas, even Alabama, the Carolinas and Georgia. Their building codes are so different. Our building codes in Florida are so unique to us, especially in South Florida, that it takes a real local expert to not only know the building codes, but to have the relations with the building departments to be able to make sure your project is smooth. So a lot of companies from out of state, they mean well, they have the right resources, but they don't have the local connections. And when it comes to getting permits here in South Florida, they find it very difficult. South Florida building codes require project-specific plans, not a cookie cutter that you simply stamp for everybody and sell it to you because that's the right solution. That's not the right approach. So when you talk about a national company, yes, you have the benefits of a national company, their buying power and their ability to know the solar business, but you have the disadvantage of lack of local knowledge. And the local knowledge is as important as the knowledge of the national business. Second type of company that you're going to run into, and unfortunately this is the most common company that you're going to run into in the market, is that sales company. This is a group of individuals who decide to get together and go out and sell solar. So they do a little bit of Google search, they get a little bit of information, a couple of key terms, and they knock on your door because they pay $25 to a company to buy your information. They know you're looking for solar, they know you did a Google search, you were on Facebook, you somehow were looking into a solar for your house. Now they got your name and information, and they come knock on your door, they give you a call, they set up an appointment, and a person who was selling used cars last week is now selling solar to you. He's a solar expert. He's going to bring you a lot of information, but you'll find from these companies a lot of times that they're not going to listen to what your needs are. They're coming to sell what they have. They're coming to sell what he or she has learned in a half an hour or an hour selling course, and they're going to just do a spill of information without ever asking you, without ever listening, without ever taking the time to understand your needs. This is great salespeople, and they can sell you shoes, they can sell you cars, they can sell you, anything you need for your home. But when it comes down to solar, solar's a very unique item. It's an item that you have to understand. It's an item that you have to know what you're selling and know what your customer needs. And these companies usually don't have your best interests at place. This is a commission-based person. His only way to make money is if he gets you to sign a contract. They're usually high pressure. They want you to sign a contract today. They're going to offer you a tremendous deal. They're probably going to call their boss to get a better deal just for you because they like the color of your home. And they're happy to be working in your neighborhood, and they're going to go ahead and do a great deal for you. So it's very important that you learn to recognize these companies, because these companies probably do not have an installation team. After they sell your project, they're going to reach out to somebody for the lowest bidder, and they're going to come to your house and try to do your installation in 1 or 2 days. Worry about the inspections after the fact, and you're probably not going to get either the best quality of items or the best quality of the installation, because you're actually selling it to the lowest bidder. Then the third type of company, and this is the company that personally I would recommend that you look into. This is the things that we look for. Is a company that is locally based. The state of Florida, the Department of Business Professional Regulation, actually has a solar license, and they actually license individuals to be solar installers. That means that this individual for this company had to take the training courses, has to be certified, not only in the roofing aspect, but in the electrical aspect, and even the water, if you want to do solar water heater. This individual has passed the courses, has taken the tests, and has been certified in the state of Florida. This is called your local installers. And there's many of them on the market. There's very many and reputable solar installers on the market. These people are licensed by the state of Florida. Make sure that they're insured, and make sure that you are able to get the support from them. The benefits of looking for a local installer is that you're going to get somebody who's knowledgeable of the local market. Somebody who probably has the right staff. Make sure you ask that question. If they have the right staff, they have engineers that work for them, not licensed, not hire that out, in-house engineer. They're going to have their own installers. Make sure you ask the question. Do you have W-2 employees? Make sure they're not going to have subcontract the work out, because they have their own employees. Now they can control the quality. There's a big difference between a company who takes the time to pay their workers' comp, pay the insurance, and pay the salaries to their employees, which include the taxes. If that company takes the time to do all of those steps, if that company has the integrity to do all the right things, they're probably going to have the integrity to do a good installation at your home. Versus the local installer who's subcontracting the work out to a subcontractor who's looking for the lowest bidder and may or may not be able to control the quality of that installer. Because when you have your own employees and they're answered to you, and on Friday when they pick up the check, they're going to pick it up from you, and they're going to get paid for the work that they did, they're going to do a better job, because they know that if they don't do a good job, you can hold them accountable. When you subcontract the work out, you necessarily are going to have the control of the quality that you have with your own employees. So ask the company that you're hiring, do you have your own employees? Can I see your workers' comp insurance? Can I see your, proof that these are your employees? Can I see your license? Can I see proof of your liability insurance? If the company has all of this, that's a company you want to be dealing with. And then you have to ask, what is their background? Does this local installer or national company or sales company have their own engineers? If they do not, you probably want to stay away from them. Is the engineer going to come to your house? Or is he simply going to get the information that a salesperson who may or may not be qualified has and gives to them? Are they going to take the time to come to your house to do those job-specific plans for your house with your trusses and your electrical equipment? Because that's very important when getting permits in South Florida. Do they have their own installers? Do they have the office staff to answer your calls, to back you up as a customer when you need help? Because anybody can sit there and install a project, but after, are they going to be able to give you the support that you need? Do they have their own people? Do they have a showroom? Do they have their own in-house that you can actually come to their office, look at them, or are they working out of their garage? It's a lot of local installers, small and big. The size of the company is not that important, but you can probably get a better deal with a reputable, larger solar installer locally that's got the buying power to be able to get you the best deal. At Cutler Bay Solar Solutions, we pride ourselves with dealing with the best manufacturers in the country. We represent the LG panels, Solaria. We represent some of the top brands of panels. And the reason for that is because our size, the amount of installations that we do in a year, allow us to go out to those manufacturers and buy more and provide you with a better price. When we buy a container of panels and we have it delivered to our warehouse, we're able to guarantee you the best price on the market. Local installers have the know-how, but only the right local installer combines the know-how with the staff and the products. At Cutler Bay Solar Solutions, we would like to be your local installer. Thank you very much for joining us today. We hope you find the information informative. Till the next time, make sure to like, subscribe to us to stay up to date with the latest information, and let the sun power your lifestyle.